Hello everyone, I'm Penny. Before I get started, I would like to ask a question. How many of you have done an interview before? Okay, I believe that most of you had the experience doing an interview, no matter for a part-time job, for volunteer work, or for any activity that you wanted to apply. Without a doubt, your skills and qualifications play a big part when you apply for a job. However, whether you get the job highly depends on how you behave, what you do, what you say, and how you express in the interview. So today I would like to talk about a topic: get your ideal job strategies to ace an interview. This is my outline versus an introduction and my previous experience, my preposition and preposition before an interview, and the tips to impress interviewers. Also, finally is the conclusion. Okay, I can still remember when I did my first interview. I was very nervous, scared, and anxious. I sweat and I crossed my arms, walking around and around. I did not know what I'm doing, what I was doing, and so of course I did not do a good job at that interview. However, after two times, three times experience, and I also asked for advice from friends around me, and I found out some tips to do an interview. And after I put them into practice in my interview, I can successfully express myself. So I would like to share you some strategies that I apply when I do an interview. Before an interview, we have to do several prepositions. The first one is you have to know yourself. It's important to assess your strengths and weakness. Also, you have to think about your personal characteristics that help you successful, and as well as the professional skills you bring to the table. And you have to be able to describe how these skills and attributes relate to the job that you are interested in. And the second is prepare several pertinent questions. And there's a big possibility that the interviewer will ask, "Oh, do you have any question about your position, or do you have any question about our company?" So you have to be ready to ask questions about both the position and the organization during the interview. You have to show that you have done your homework by integrating information you have read about the organization culture and the current job opening into your questions. The third one is prioritize examples. Um, when you are prepared for the interview, you may practice answer to many specific interview questions. But it is very important to provide some examples about what you did and how you deal with problems and how you make achievement. And if you provide some examples of your previous example, it will increase your credibility, and the interviewer will know that you are able to handle this work. And the fourth is you have to practice out loud, because you do not want the job interview be the first time that you talk about yourself. So you have to ensure that you practice out loud what you want to say when you are practicing, and practice out loud is the only way to ensure that you engagedly and concisely know what you want to say and what you want and how you're going to talk about yourself, your skills, your motivation. Okay, and what we are going and what we can do during the interview. The first one is relax and calm down. During the interview, you have to try to remain as calm as possible. And if you didn't hear very clearly about what the interviewer say, you can ask for clarification. And it is acceptable to take a moment to frame your responses before you fully answer the question. And next is make an eye contact. Eye contact is one of the strongest forms of nonverbal communication. A person's qualities and his confidence can be seen when he is making an eye contact. Thus, I think it is very important that you make eye contact when you first meet the interviewer and shake hands. And during the interview, it is also important to make eye contact, not only when you are talking and also when you are listening. Next is body language. Just as eye contact speaks volumes about you, so does your body language. Proper body languages can convey confidence and high self-esteem. So during the interview, things like sitting up straight to the chair, and the interview will be aware of this, and it will help you to stand out in his or her mind. Next is you have to be honest with yourself. It's best to be honest and professional when fielding tough questions that may come your way. If you lie in the interview, the interviewer may think you are not sincere enough. So this may greatly decrease your chance to get the job you wanted to get. So to sum up the strategy that I told about, the most important is you have to practice, because practice makes you perfect. You can conduct a mock interview with your friend or with the teachers, and if after you practice times and times, you can really did a good job in the interview. And the second is relax as if you were practicing. Before the interview started, you have to tell yourself that you are well prepared, so everything will go smoothly during your interview. And the third is try to become confident, because your confidence and self-esteem will show your will tell your interview that you are able to handle this job. So this may add some points to your interview. And the fourth one is never give up. And even if you don't pass the interview and you couldn't get your ideal job, you can never give up, because you may have many chances during your life, and you just have to tell yourself that next time you will do better. So this is my reference materials, and this is all for my presentation. Thank you very much for your listening. Thank you.